Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Toko here. If you're new, welcome. So today we're going to be creating a drugstore makeup look. It's going to be a very simple, almost everyday type of look. I'm going to try and make sure that everything that I use in this video is absolutely affordable. A lot of people still underestimate what the drugstore products can do for your face, and I am telling you, no, you can still get a full face beat from the drugstore. I just realized I might have something missing, but we're still going to get into it. One thing that I try to do here on my channel is to cater to everybody. To make things as simple as possible. And the other thing is I try to make sure that the products I use are not making my skin react, because as I have said countless and countless of times, my skin is very sensitive. So whatever I put in on my face and then I bring it here onto this channel, it's something that I have tried and worn for a couple of days or so, but these are products that I've had for a while and I've been using them. So I thought I'd bring it to you because they are Toko Skin approved, okay? So let's get into this. So as you guys know already, I don't put on primer on my skin, I guess since Accutane and pre-Accutane. I don't know, I have to look back on that. It's just my moisturizer and CeraVe and I'm good to go. So today's foundation is going to be the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, and this is in the shade 525. So, oh, that's a lot. That's one pump. Just going to put a little bit more and we will get into this. So I'm going to be using this brush from e.l.f. and just work that in. So as you can see, it's definitely a full coverage foundation because my birthmark right there just literally disappeared right in front of us all. And I think I did like a pretty heavy application on this side, but anyway, we're going to try and take care of that in a few minutes. I'm just adding a second pump and working that in. I generally don't like to go directly on my forehead with foundation. It's just something that, you know, I find very clockable for a lot of us, because the foundation, like my forehead is like right there and it makes a statement. So I try not to bring foundation directly onto my forehead, but yeah, that's what just happened. That's what the foundation looks like. And honestly speaking, you guys, like, look at this. This is a drugstore foundation. I'm just gonna work it on my mustache. And I know I've said this, like, I do have like a little mustache over here, like a shadow right there. And I do try and work foundation in. And most of the times that's how I clock if a foundation is full coverage or not, if it doesn't cover that. So I'm just going to bring that to my neck right there, because that demarcation right there is, it definitely bothers me sometimes. Like, could you just blend with everything else? As you can see, it's definitely, you know, like right there on my range. And for those of you who don't know, just for reference purposes, for Fenty I wear 420, so you can kind of like figure out like what your shade range is in this. So I think I could also get away with the shade above this one. I feel like that one would be like the exact match, making it harder for me to like highlight and contour. I feel like this, I can be able to manipulate it with some, you know, like concealer and some contour and still make it a point that it actually looks like my skin. So as I mentioned, we are doing drugstore. So the second thing is a concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. And this is the shade Honey. The last time I used a honey, I felt like it was picking up a little bit too bright. So I went back and purchased this one, Cacao. Yeah, I went back and purchased that one. And if it's a little bit too bright as well, I will work that in. But for now, I'm just going to start with this shade right here. And then I'm going to apply my contour. This is a little bit deeper, so I have to, again, apply with care. And I'm just going to use one of my favorite brushes, and this is a brush from e.l.f. I absolutely love my e.l.f. brushes. Obviously, some of these brushes are not created to be used for what I use them for, but I find that they work absolutely great. And with makeup, it's all about figuring out what works for you. And honestly speaking, if I figured it all out, I would totally be using like e.l.f. brushes through and through. Like if I wasn't going ham on some of the stuff that I do on my face, I would totally be using e.l.f. through and through. But Morphe brushes are some of the best brushes too out there. It just sucks that sometimes they work with very sad people. So for concealer, as some of you know, I always use my e.l.f. concealer brush, but they're dirty. So right now I'm just going to go in with this Real Techniques sponge and just blend out my concealer. I don't know what I was talking about. I feel like that day, I think I had messed up somewhere. I feel like this is the right concealer shade for me. I feel like I had just messed up. That's what I think. Because it looks to be blending very well into the skin. And then I'm just going to go in with the my foundation brush just to blend in my forehead a little bit better. One of the things that I did say I'd be missing, I was very sure it was setting a powder. And the thing about setting powder is like, I always had the Maybelline one, and I think I might have either thrown it out because I've had it for a while. And yeah, so I'm just going to use this Beauty Bakery powder and just set my concealer. Then I'm going to set my forehead. Then I'm just going to take some of this excess, just tap that on my brows. And I'm just going to quickly do my brows off camera and be right back. So to set my face, I am going to go in with this Sephora Micro Smooth powder and just blend all of that. And guys, by the way, if you hear like a little hum, please be advised that's my radiator in the back. New York is weird, okay? It is weird. Last week we were like borderline summer. Today it's extra windy and we are below 50s again. It's expected to have like sleet and rain, like cold icy rain next week. So honestly speaking, at the point, I don't know what the deal is. I thought we were transitioning. So when we start transitioning, I would expect we'll just keep going up in transition. But it's like we're going like this and then going back like that. So I don't know. We're going to contour and bronze. Let's just say that. With the Black Radiance powder. For my eyes, I'll be going in with this BH Cosmetics palette. And this is the Glamour Effect Rosé palette. And eyeshadows look like that. So they're very, very pretty, very warm. So I'm going to go into those warm shades right there. So specifically this shade right here, that shade, and possibly that to deepen. I don't know if I'm going to be using any shimmer, but yeah. So I'm going to start off with that peach shade. So I'm bringing it all the way up to my brow. Excuse the noise. And then I'm going to go into this shade right there. As you can see, it's very deep, so I'm going to try and apply it a little bit lighter. That way it doesn't do a little bit too much very quickly. And then I'm going to go into this shade right there to deepen my outer V. And kind of wing it out. Same thing on this side. And then I'm going to grab a small blending brush just to blend up there. Actually, I'm going to use this one right here. Just pack that onto my mobile lid. I don't know, I think I might have to use my finger for this one. So that is very silvery, and I am going to grab just a small tiny brush so I can kind of deepen this part out again. Look at this foundation, y'all. I have been filming this video for a while because I also had to do a review on this hair right here. And the video will be up probably before this video, so please be on the lookout with that, or hopefully you've already watched it. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you can get a notification every time I upload. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My thing about foundation routine, my makeup look, and all that stuff has mainly been to focus on my foundation base. That's what I find like really magnificent. When I have like the proper base that I've been aiming for, I feel like everything just falls into place. And honestly speaking, this foundation, and I like to pull down my shirt so that you guys can see how well it does match my chest to my face. I do not match my neck because my neck has like a lot of discoloration, but my hands and my chest, they do tend to match a little bit better, as well as my arms. Like everything else is kind of like even toned. It's just my neck that has just decided to do its own thing. We're not going to judge her right now. We're just going to enjoy what we did today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you have tried this foundation and what your thoughts were on it. And honestly speaking, I feel like this foundation definitely caters to oily skin. Okay, it definitely caters to oily skin. I do have dry skin myself, but the moisturizers that I use, they put me like right in combination skin, because as I mentioned, with my skincare routine, after I apply my moisturizer, I then go in with my CeraVe healing ointment. So CeraVe healing ointment is basically like Aquaphor, Vaseline, and all this stuff. So it definitely adds like an oiliness to the skin. But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I feel like I'll be featuring more of this foundation because everything just turned out so pretty, and everything that was added on top of that, I will make sure that I do buy a proper drugstore setting powder so that I can actually share it with you guys and how much I like it and works on my skin. All right, I'll see you soon.